As we know, higher education is moving inexorably away from traditional face-to-face pedagogies and towards more blended or high-flex approaches to teaching. Alright, but what does this mean? Does it mean we carry on teaching as usual but throw some stuff online for students as well? Well, yes, partly, but most of us have already been doing this for the last few years. What's different now is the focus on the types of online experience we provide. In the past, it's been easy for us to settle for shaky and out-of-focus webcams, plonked unceremoniously in the corner of our lecture theatres, or for uploading 60-slide PowerPoint presentations using the most soporifically ubiquitous templates available. This has all been fine, we thought, because such resources are only an add-on, the icing on the cake of face-to-face teaching. Now, however, we're facing a world in which the icing has become a cake in its own right, and the online experience is now as important as the in-class experience, because for many of our students it will be the main or the only one they get. So we need better online content. Which is all well and good, but we can't really expect teachers to reskill themselves into producing snazzy videos complete with motion graphics, all expertly created using some hyper-complex software from Adobe. After all, it's not as if they don't have enough to be doing. Fortunately though, there are some pretty amazing things that can be done with really simple pieces of software that many teachers are already using every day. So in the next few videos we're going to be looking at some simple tools right in front of us that can be used to make our online interactions look a whole lot better and make our students think that we're all media geniuses. And the first tool we're going to be looking at is PowerPoint. Creating a PowerPoint presentation is something that most of us have done and continue to do for our teaching sessions. Not least because it's so easy to take that presentation file and upload it to Moodle or whatever virtual learning environment we happen to be using. Now, while this can provide a useful resource for students wanting to review the content of a session, a PowerPoint file on its own is not really an online resource, because it's designed to accompany a live presentation. At the same time, it hardly constitutes providing an experience equivalent to attending the class itself. So while an uploaded PowerPoint can provide value added for face-to-face students, its value for online students is marginal at best. But it doesn't have to be. PowerPoint provides the option to take your presentation and turn it into a presenter-led video, allowing online students to both hear and see you explaining things directly. And this is great because research has shown us that the vast majority of students find that instructor-made videos help them engage more and learn more. And even better, research has also shown that videos in which the instructor appears as a talking head with their lecture slides is more engaging than a simple voiceover or even a recording of the lecture itself. To make a presenter-led video from your PowerPoint presentation, you will need the latest version of PowerPoint itself, the desktop version, not the one you open in a browser. If you're a part of UEL, you can download this by logging into your Office 365 and clicking on Install Office. You'll need a PowerPoint presentation. And you'll need a webcam and a microphone. If you have a laptop, you'll probably already have these built into your computer. If not, you can pick up a decent webcam like the Logitech C270 for around 25 quid at places like Argos. And this webcam will have a decent microphone built into it too. If you don't want to spend 25 quid, or if you'd prefer something higher quality on the cheap, then you can leverage the high quality camera and mic built into your mobile phone by using an app like DroidCam. Here we have our PowerPoint presentation. Notice that this presentation is a PPTX file. If your presentation is a PPT file, then it was likely created in an older version of PowerPoint and will not have access to all the recording features. To update the version of your file, go to File, Save As, and make sure the version is switched to PPTX. Turning this presentation into a video is as simple as going to the Slideshow tab and clicking on the button Record Slideshow. Here is the recording window. Our presentation shows up in the main section, and in the bottom right is the square where our video will appear. Right now it's this odd orange colour, and this is because I need to tell PowerPoint which camera to use. So I can go to Settings and make sure that I have chosen my live camera and microphone. I can turn off the camera at any time by clicking on the camera icon, although that would rather defeat the object, so we'll just leave it on. Now along the bottom here are some options for annotating the screen while presenting. On the far left we have a laser pointer for pointing things out. Further along we have a pen tool for underlining or circling things. You can change the colour of the pen tool by using these colour options. And when you inevitably make a mistake, you can delete it using the eraser tool. Finally, we have a highlighter tool, useful for, well, highlighting things. Highlights can also be deleted using the eraser tool. Up at the top of the screen we can see our notes for the slides. And while it is possible to increase the font size for the notes, I find that this notes view is frankly a bit naff. If you're going to be following along with your notes, the best option may be to print out the presentation using the notes format. You can move forwards and backwards using the arrow icons on either side of the slide, but otherwise that's pretty much it. The only other thing you need to do is to press the big red record button, and away we go. You'll be given a countdown, during which time you can of course check your hair and whether you have any spinach in your teeth, and away you go. And now you can run through your presentation normally. When you've finished, you can review your recording using the replay button, at which point you discover that your cat can be seen making rude gestures behind your back during one slide. No problem, I can just go to Clear and select the option to clear the recordings on this slide. I can then press record again and re-record this slide. Press stop when you're finished, and what you've just been recorded will be added to the slide on the screen. Of course, you may decide that you just want to record the whole thing again, in which case you can go again to the Clear menu and select Clear Recordings on all slides. You can now exit the recording screen by pressing the X icon in the top right corner. And here you'll see that your video and all your annotations have been safely stored on each slide in your presentation. From here, you can still move slides around, delete them, add more, and at any point you can select a slide, click on the Record Slideshow button and record for that specific slide. When you're finished, PowerPoint offers a quick and easy method for converting your presentation to a video and uploading it all in one. To do this, go to File and select Export. Then choose Publish to Microsoft Stream. The PowerPoint will then begin the process of converting the presentation into a video file and uploading it to your Stream account, during which you can either watch the progress bar of the application window or do something more useful like making yourself a nice cup of tea. It is worth noting that you do need to be logged into your Microsoft Office account for this to work, but assuming you are logged into Office, your video will appear under My Content in Stream. From here you can click Add to Group Channel and search for your module. All the students on that module will now have access to the video. Smashing. Except of course that Microsoft Stream sucks, and even if you manage to get the video there, it can be an incredible pain to share it with your students. We'll be making another video later on going through the process for setting up streams so that your students can see your videos as soon as you post them. But in the meantime, an alternative method to stream would be to export to a video file and then upload manually to the video streaming platform of your choice.